the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
All right, girl.
Wipe your screen, honey. Wipe
This
your
is
screen,
so.
girl.
I've been watching you for the longest. My sister put me on
Oh,
a
I
while
love
ago.
you.
I stopped,
Oh,
but
wait, hold on, girl. Can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Wipe your screen.
Okay, I'm sorry. I always get
no.
this. It's probably a light.
It's the way the light is.
Okay.
Oh, because the way you want the light to be, it's like a blur, honey.
Maybe I should change rooms.
Okay, that's better.
All right. We're going to go back to Fat Boy.
This is so crazy because I always request, but I never get on. So,
Well, you on here now, baby girl. What's your name? Good morning. Happy Thursday. What's your name, girl?
Sabrina,
Hey, Sabrina. Where you from?
Chicago. I'm in Indiana though.
Chicago, close enough. You in Gary now?
No,
Oh.
Hammond.
Hammond. Okay, yeah. You damn near Chicago. What's your age?
I am 38.
All right, 38. And what's your sign?
I am a Virgo.
Come on, Virgos. All right, Virgo.
I'm a whole vibe, baby.
Girl, tell me about it. You boss suit probably. What you do for a living, Virgo?
I am a student and I drive Lyft. I'm a hustler, baby.
Okay, you get out how you live.
I am a single mom. I provide for myself. I'm very independent.
Okay. How many kids you got?
I have one.
Okay. How old?
She is almost 16.
Okay.
She's 15. Yeah.
Nice. Let's just get to it. What kind of man you looking for?
A man that knows what he wants. Of course, I said I'm a Virgo, and Virgos to me are very lovable, and they love hard.
Y'all love real hard.
Yes. So whenever I meet somebody and date them, they're just not for me. I feel like I'm building a bear, and I'm tired of building a bear. I'm all out of that. So
you want to be pre-built?
Me being the person that I am, I'm ready to expand. Like these guys they date different.
When you say date different,
I don't think women really require enough these days. Like I was out of the dating scene for a while. I had got engaged and it didn't work out. But it's like when you get back into the dating pool, like guys are different. And
when was your last relationship? I'm sorry to cut you off.
When was it?
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago.
What are your deal breakers, honey?
Liars, cheaters, manipulators, just a guy that don't know what he wants, not driven.
And why did you not get married?
He grew down. I felt like we didn't mesh like we did. He changed up his whole energy. It was just like we were in different places. So we agreed to separate and just be cool.
Okay, agree to separate and be cool. Okay, so God, Nisha.
Do they have to look a certain way? Your new boo?
I don't want him to be unattractive.
Okay.
I'm not saying I want a pretty boy, but I'm beautiful. I might not be the prettiest woman in the world, but I'm very, on that level for me. So I want him to.
What's that level for you that you're on?
A vibe, baby.
Okay.
I'm a big girl, but I'm fine, and can't nobody tell me nothing different.
Big fine.
I want a guy who, who feels
so he don't have to be tall, short, skinny, hefty.
I don't want him too tall because I am 4'11" and a quarter.
You're 4'11"?
Huh?
You're 4'11"?
I'm 4'11" and a quarter. Yes.
Shorty, big fine shorty.
Yeah.
I thought you were so much taller.
So,
yeah.
Like I don't want him too tall where I have to just completely look up to him. So.
Does he gotta make a certain amount of money?
No, but I do want him to be established, have a job, want more or doing better,
All right.
So
let's do the Kendrick Cam, honey.
All right, back it on up.
You really caught me on the day, honey.
Back that vibe on up. Girl, you look good. Won't you back it up?
Put my shirt up because I had on the belly top, girl.
Good
I mean,
Get the titties out my face.
well, that is.
Ah, come on, girl. Okay, Kendra Cam.
We see you, boo.
Yes, it's a
That's what
vibe.
you get. I'm beautiful and I'm proud.
I love it. As you should
Listen, I love your confidence. But let me ask you this. Do you think, and I'm going to say this as sensitive as possible, the type of guy you attract, do you think if you lost a little bit of weight, you would attract a different type of guy?
I know I have, because I have before. But no, I'm so confident. Like, I could grab any guy. I never had a problem meeting guys. The thing is, when we do get to a certain level, they don't really.
Well, but that's the challenge, right? I think all women, if you have a vagina, you're gonna always be able to have sex, right? Like all men tell me this. So, but it's not about just having sex. You want
really
somebody
about attracting the guy that you want. So,
right.
with
That's
the
what
guy
I'm
you want, are you able to attract the guy you want?
I would date. We could go out. We could do this. We could do that. But these guys, I don't know. They turn into liars, and that's probably me because I love hard and But when I find out you lied, that's it. I'm like, that's such a deal breaker for me. Like, I don't feel like I have to settle for less.
Okay.
And I'm not going to. I'd rather be by myself. Hell, I was born by myself.
Okay.
So why you think you're single if you vibing?
These guys are not stepping up.
What are the top three things you think a man wants in a woman? Top three.
They should want confident, driven, and beautiful.
Okay, you got 1 out of 3 right. Top 3, beautiful is first. Fit, feminine, and submissive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a problem. Because if you're not being submissive to me, I'm not doing the same to you.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Nigga, you know you don't interrupt me when I'm finna sing, nigga. My mind's telling me no, baby.
And the wild style.
I don't wanna hurt nobody, but there is something that I must confess.
All right. You know I'm finna cook. All right, man. Before I get started, I want to say that, my channel has recently come under fire from, lurkers and misandrous women, probably, the same ethnic group as me. All right. So, like I always say, I've never been to knee or anything like that, but, might have to look for some of my satellite channels and shit in the future, man, because I know they're coming. I'm trying to get to 1,000 viewers, trying to get to 1,000 subs, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start this commentary off this way and shit, but you see a very large woman, okay? It's a very large black woman and shit. I want to be very clear about why I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video fits under one sentence. It's called keeping that same energy, okay? You know that I'm a black man, okay? I'm an older statesman in this community. I'm up in age, okay? And, for decades and generations, I've been listening to the disparaging comments of women in our own ethnic group that take things to the extreme where, you end up wishing they were the same gender as you so that you could launch, your fist. All right. So, there's a roundabout way of saying that the reason I'm making this video is because I would like to return the same energy this woman is returning and shit, and inject a bit of common sense and, rationale into a community where the men are, we're socially engineered to be lenient towards the women and shit. Okay, to be lenient. As far as our desires and our preference and everything, while they are not held to the same standard, which is why you hear a woman like this speaking in the manner that she's speaking. It's all caps. She's lying and shit, the right pookie, and most of the time she's probably got laid. It's going to be a pookie or a simp, or she's going to catch some guy that's a 30 or 40-year-old virgin and shit, okay? And give him that good. And then she's going to proceed to abuse them because, they're socially engineered to do that. Okay? There's no addressing that. Okay, I think that we need a Marshall Plan along those lines and shit from our government because they did this to us and shit. All right, but it's women have taken the whole social engineering and the supposed feminism and he made it their own. He added some flavor to it. Shit, I don't particularly care for the flavor. It kind of tastes like ass, And as a brother and shit in 2024, I am really out there and shit. I'm tired of women, people in general. Okay, I want to just put it along gender lines, but I'm tired of people giving me their ass to kiss and shit. So I return that same energy and shit. I want to just start off by saying that, hell no, no, nope, nada, fuck no, ain't no way in hell. Okay, there's not enough liquor in the world. I can go to the bar and start drinking Long Island iced teas until last call, and she ain't getting no play. Okay, and I'm non-select. Okay, I'm supposedly non-select. Maybe I was non-select earlier. Shit, I don't. My mindset makes me a little not what I was before. All right, because I am a certain mindset and shit. Okay, so those initials, SYSBM. It gives me a certain layer of shielding to this. All right, this woman is hilarious. She's hilarious. I don't believe the shit she says. I would like to see her repeat everything she said in this brief clip, but hooked up to a polygraph and shit. I doubt she would pass. Okay. All right. This is the woman that's gonna buy you expensive gifts. All right. She's gonna pay your car note. She's gonna give you some money for groceries and pay your rent. All right. Without you asking and shit, she's gonna do anything you want to do sexually, up to and including wearing a bag on her head, or my favorite and shit from my ethnic community and shit, especially over there in the south side of the Chicago, the Chi. A lot of chicks that look like this, they were used to taking a quilt or a blanket and draping it over everything above the upper swell of their ass. Okay, so that only a giant ass was sticking out from under the covers, because they knew, and we all know, that we were socially engineered to compartmentalize our needs, wants, and preferences along sexual lines and shit. I had to be so blunt about it, so that the offending party who's going to be stuffing that will just see a giant ass, and he can imagine whatever he wants up there. He can imagine like it's Halle Berry, with a giant ass or anything, just as long as he don't see the bitch. Okay, I ain't even lying about this. I knew in high school, I knew some football players that actually talked the chick into putting a bag on her head. They had a picture of another celebrity's face on it and shit. Then, to add insult to injury, this same football player, okay, while hitting that shit from the back, actually turned the bag around so that the eye holes was facing him, and even though the chick was bent over. It's inhumane and shit. I was non-select, so I'm not responsible, other than relating this very true tale of my time in high school in the fucking 80s and shit, just to make a point and shit. This chick is fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I'm like, look, I would ask her the same questions Kendra G asked her shit, but I would ask her to remove all of her clothing and shit, and we would just sit there and have a talk like that, because she's leading with her sexuality and shit. It's the only thing they do. Okay, it doesn't matter how much money you make. A guy will put up with a blummy chick that's homeless and she looks halfway decent for the most part. And I saw that a lot in Los Angeles. Okay? In the Chi, a lot of those guys there, they have a myopic worldview and shit, and they don't see anything outside the community, so they just put up with these goddamn women and shit. These scammy women, these out-of-pocket women and shit, just run their goddamn mouth. This chick is fucked up. This is hilarious. I used to know a black gangster disciple that was into women that looked like this, but he had a deviant mindset. And I can tell you today, he is locked up in perpetuity, probably for the rest of his life, down there in Illinois. He's locked up. He ain't getting out. He shouldn't. Okay, but if he was out, she'd be Johnny O on the spot. Okay, this chick has no right to make these demands, and I think it's irresponsible for Kendra G, who I call the Fred Sanford of the dating scene, to put this material out there and shit, okay? But since she did, it presents us with a teachable moment and shit. It's okay to say no. Okay, it's okay to say no to women that look like this. She is damn near non-human looking. You used to have this animated film back in the day called My Friend Totoro or some shit. She looks like that fucking thing in there. It's like a giant, weird-looking beard Pokemon thing and shit. And she looks like that. She's a real person and shit. She has some issues. She needs to go to therapy. If you freeze any frame, you'll see her with this faraway look in her eyes because she knows everything she's saying, everything's coming out of her fucking mouth is cap. Okay, it's bullshit. She's lying. She has self-worth issues. So instead of dealing with it properly and just taking care of herself, she decides that she wants to abuse people and, put a pillow over their face and smother their ass so they don't, so they won't believe their lying eyes and shit. Okay, and when time comes and shit, the struggle nigga that's gonna hook up with this motherfucker and be in her presence and, barely have a relationship with her, she knows that when the time comes, she is gonna get that blanket, a dirty ass blanket that needs to be washed, put it over her head and, a bunch of other shit and hide everything from the ass up, the very top of her ass up and shit. And she's gonna put that shit over her head and bend over and get on all fours, facing the headboard or the wall if she don't got no headboard, it's just a box spring or something. And the motherfucking Pookie, he's gonna get another blanket and he's gonna drape it over the back of her calves because she probably has no ankles and shit. Okay? He's gonna put that shit on there. It's gonna do his business. And then she's gonna make him a sandwich. She's gonna give him some mad money and shit. And she's gonna give him a key to her house and he can come in anytime he wants and fuck with her kids there or not. He can use her phone. He can use her. She's gonna give him his internet password and all that bullshit. And that's a wrap. Unless he's some simp and shit that's been raised in an oppressive household, then she's gonna dominate and destroy this guy. Destroys potential and shit, and give him a bunch of kids that he probably really didn't need and shit. Neither one of them needed, couldn't afford. Okay, this is a real evaluation. Know her worth, right? What is her worth and shit? Well, I don't know because it's been a very long time since I saw a woman with a quilt over her upper half with just her ass sticking out and shit. Make of that what you will. As I do this outro, Kings, it's 3 rules to this shit, okay? And before I get in this outro, I said all that with respect to this woman and the body rights of women and shit, okay? And I respect the body rights of women. I respect the right of women to choose and all that bullshit. And I respect the rights of men to make balanced, informed, decisions, based on common sense about what you will and will not allow into your circle, into your life and shit. It's all about that. I want you to be able to make informed decisions about things that go on around you at any given point so that you don't end up with wholesale fuckery that destroys your life and your potential and your happiness and your self-realization and shit, okay? You have to be careful with people. It's a little bit easier these days for you young men because we live in a transactional society. So that being said, keep your head on the swivel, protect the bag, and above all else, and I do mean above all else and shit, especially this motherfucker right here, do not make fallen women stewards of your family. Do not make fallen women the mothers of your children. Okay, don't have struggle children with women like this, okay? Or any fucking woman, regardless of their appearance and their talk game, which hers is trash and garbage. Do not make fallen women the mothers of your children, because these children are your legacy, okay? It's how you survive in perpetuity into the future and become something greater through your children. The children are your legacy, your future, alright? That's why SBM equals Save Yourself Black Men. All praise to the Most High. And I will be doing more videos like this.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.